Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Jack, Conrad, 45. We are taking a guess at the 2020-2021 Premier League awards with this
Monstrosity.
monstrosity
Albatross.
on screen. I think that's Allison's right arm, Ederson's left arm. I think we've got a Salah
Couple Liverpool
left
players
leg.
in there, and then some blues on the left.
There just might be some. I think that's a Harry. No, that's a
That's
Jamie Vardy.
Jamie Vardy, Kevin De Bruyne.
Kevin De Bruyne.
That'd be a very good player.
All right, first category. Young Player of the Year. Two players from the same side. Pulisic, the sentimental favorite, the American. Kai Havertz, one of the best players in all of Europe.
Yeah.
Young, coming into the league, first time. Pretty bold prediction.
And I think Chelsea are a very good side, as evidenced by the fact that Pulisic and Havertz are both our young player of the year favorites. And I believe in Havertz a lot.
And you picked Abraham last year.
Yeah,
Abraham, I think, didn't win it eventually, but 15 goals. I'll take a bit of credit. That was a pretty good call. Well done, Jack. But they have a lot of young talent. I think Kai Havertz is going to be the heartbeat of that side. Even in comparison to Werner, I think was the better player that they've bought this summer. There's a lot of exciting talent. He's going to have a great chance to succeed. And I think he's got the talent. He's got the manager who believes in him. I think the world's at his feet, and I think he's going to take the chance.
If Pulisic can stay healthy, he had a tremendous finish of the season in the restart. Again, playing in front of an amazing team. That's going to be a very attacking side. They're going to be fun to watch, and two great candidates here.
Exactly.
Next up, Golden Glove. Two Brazilians. Ederson, the reigning winner, and then Alisson.
Yeah, Alisson, we'll admit, did our predictions before today, but we ended up watching the first few matches before we recorded this.
Alisson didn't look too great, conceding 3 against Leeds.
I think Liverpool still have the defensive structure in front of him in most matches to do well. He was very close to winning it last year despite missing 8 matches. So I think this is a very close toss-up compared to the days of old where De Gea would just win it every year pretty much. Two brilliant Brazilian keepers, and I think if they can make both sides, City or Liverpool, can make improvements, it could ultimately decide who wins Golden Glove. Do City get Koulibaly? Do Liverpool get a 4th center back? And Thiago?
Yeah, I think my Ederson pick has a lot to do with them picking up Koulibaly. Next category, Golden Boot. Mohamed Salah, Harry Kane. Salah won it 2 years in a row, pipped by Vardy last year and Danny Ings. Harry Kane, if he can stay healthy, he doesn't have to worry about August this year.
Yeah, no August fears for Harry Kane. I believe in Spurs a lot. I believe in Kane a lot. One of the best strikers in the world. I think second best behind Lewandowski when he's fully fit. I think he's gonna stay fit, and I think he's going to bag the goals for Spurs that will get them to my prediction of 3rd place. I think Salah, always after today, looked phenomenal in form. He lost the hair, and he's just
Looks great.
he's on fire.
2 penalties, of course, but that helps.
He
Got one of them, won one of them, and was just dominant all over the day.
Could have had more, a couple of poor finishes.
yeah, exactly.
Next up, Player of the Year. I've got Van Dijk, and this is assuming on my part that they get Thiago, and that helps to solidify that midfield a little bit more.
Bit more
It
stability.
looked a little bit shaky today, but then you've got Sterling, previous Young Player of the Year candidate, winner.
He
Did
had
he win? I think he won.
Yeah, he had 7.1 xG expected assists last season. Only had 1 assist, so negative 6.1 in terms of that difference. So his
Strange.
teammates let him down a lot, which it was actually the worst in terms of discrepancy between xGA and assists. So I think Sterling's
Gonna have if he has Aguero back, De Bruyne in his Player of the Year form, I think he's bagging 25 plus goals, 10 plus assists, and I believe City will win the league. So I think that's going to be enough to, again, back-to-back City players lifting that trophy.
Last category, Manager of the Year. I've got the newcomer, the Argentine, Bielsa. You've got the Portuguese, Jose Mourinho. Your love for Spurs this season is quite profound.
I have a lot of belief in Jose Mourinho and in Spurs. I think his second season there,
his first full season is going to be quite good. I like some of the moves that they've made, Højbjerg and Doherty, as well as bringing Lo Celso in on a permanent deal. They all make sense.
I think they are a little lacking in terms of depth, so if they end up losing a player or two to injury, it could all fall apart. I'm just going to cross my fingers and assume that Mourinho's going to work his magic somehow,
and he's going to win the award for finishing 3rd place. It's the second season, as I mentioned. I think he's got a lot of potential. I think same with Bielsa. If they finish in a good spot in comparison to where they finished last season, what for Leeds was in the championship, and for Spurs was in 6th, both of them have a good chance.
Bielsa and Leeds are going to be a problem for every team in the Premier League this year. Chatting with a good friend who's been a lifelong Leeds fan, was over the moon today. He said, we play like that, we're top 10 material. I've got them in 11th. Top 10 not out of the question. They looked fantastic against Liverpool. They are going to give teams fits.
Iron out some defensive mistakes from their new signings, Koch and Rodrigo.
And that could have been a win.
And Bielsa will have them ready to play everyone, and he will understand their weaknesses and how to take advantage of them. That'll do it for us. Jack, Conrad, this has been the 45, our look at our predictions for 2020-2021 Premier League Awards. Like, subscribe, give some comments, tell us what you think, and look for us on the Twitter at the 45. Take care now.